15 to 6. For those of you who like to pick on people's appearances, I can't wash my hair until I'm out of the abscessing possibility with my mastoiditis. So if you don't like my dirty, greasy hair, be gone. I don't have time to deal with idiots. I would also like to show you, okay, look, this is from my doctor's office. Stamped March 1st, 2024. Do you know what they sent me? Stamped March 1st, 2024. So it says, my name, Elizabeth. We've been trying to contact you about your 12/18/23 eye appointment you need to maintain. It's March 2024. I went to the eye appointment. I got glasses I mother freaking hate. Would you like to see them? Would you like to see my $500 glasses? Almost $600 glasses that I mother freaking hate. Let me show you my $500 glasses that I hate. I hate them. I can't see crap. Do you know what I can see out of? Hang on. I can see out of my $1.96 Temu glasses just fine. Not even, it doesn't even have to be those. I've got 4 or 5 Temu glasses here. Hang on, let me find a really, these are my originals. I can see out of them just fine. But you pay $500 and no. Okay, so I'm here. I've got some Temu, but I'm going to trash talk. So if you want the dirt that's going to be going on in my life, get ready, okay? I'm still swollen in my eye, but not as bad. It's coming up. Guess what? I got complete vindication today. I just wanted to go to the doctors, and I did. So it was so nice. I mean, I'm just, you know, sometimes it's just nice when you're right that you just get to drill it home just a little bit. So I have been calling, me and my home nurse and my insurance have been calling since last Friday, trying to get Rocephin sent to my at-home nurse because my ears were going bad again. Mastoiditis, it's in my file. I had it to about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Took me 8 months to get over. I've got crap in this ear. All the nurses knew I had it. It about killed me. It was a big deal. Here's where I want to tell you that there are people in this world that just flat out cannot retain any information whatsoever. Some people have these eidetic memories, and some people just, you know, they just have good memories, and some people just don't flip and care. So pretty sure that all the nurses and all the receptionists at the doctor's office just don't flip and care, because me and my nurse, my home health care, and my insurance had been calling since Friday. No, you may not see the doctor until next week. Next week will be too late. I need to get some Rocephin in me now. My mastoiditis is coming back. You need to peck him on the shoulder and say, Elizabeth's having another big health crisis because this could kill me. It can turn into meningitis and kill me. You need to get him right now. Get him right. No. I literally looked at my husband. I said, I'm fixing to go up to that office. He said, no, you'll swing on somebody. Let's just go to the ER. So Saturday, Kim took me to the ER. And they said, yeah, your right ear looks crappy. We're going to go ahead and give you a Rocephin shot. They gave me a ginormous Rocephin shot. I came home, slept, didn't do a whole lot for me, didn't feel any better. Sunday, I felt like absolute dog duty. My insurance literally was like, we don't know what in the crap they're doing. We can't make any sense of it either. They're like, we're telling them you have home health. They have to obey the orders. They have to tell the doctor. So I went ahead and scheduled a Monday. I was super sick again and tried calling the doctor's office again. My home health nurse tried to call the doctor's office again. They were still going, no, you've got to see the doctor before you can have this Rocephin shot. I was just seen just over a week ago. They know I have chronic mastoiditis. They know it can kill me and turn into meningitis. I'm sure if you tap them on the shoulder and say, Elizabeth Waters' ears are going crappy again, they'll say, holy crap, let's get a shot out to her with her home health nurse. Did any of those receptionists even tell anybody? No. I know that for a fact now. Do you want to know how I know that for a fact? Well, Monday ended up at the ER again because they couldn't squeeze me in. And they couldn't give my nurse any medicine to bring to me. So I'm like, okay, y'all are playing a really dangerous and stupid game, number one, because I'm an asshole and I'm a retired parole officer. And I know Tennessee Annotated Code. And I know that this is medical abandonment, literally medical malpractice and medical negligence. And some other stuff. So I found out Friday they were open without even a doctor or NP in the office, which is illegal by Tennessee state law. That's why they couldn't tap anybody on the shoulder Friday and get me a shot. Monday, they were just being giant assholes. So I end up at the ER again on Monday. The doctor there is like, you know your body. My face was swollen. I was like, yeah. So he immediately starts me on an IV Rocephin. Then he goes and gives me a CT scan. And yes, I have a effusion in my right mastoid. He said, you're just lucky it's not abscessed yet. Buddy, ain't we? Because I've been trying to get help. Nobody wants to help me. And he said, yeah, we've been having a lot of problem with that our doctor's office. We've been seeing a lot of people, and apparently they're not doing so well. And he said, you can come back. He said, we can treat you in conjunction with your ENT, because I have an ear, nose, and throat surgeon because of all this crap. But my ears are deformed, and there's very little they can do structurally to correct them. So I'm just kind of foobarred. That's been my whole life, y'all. It's been my whole life. So, yeah, so I get that huge Rocephin IV dose yesterday, and they send me home. He gives me, the doctor, gives me both of my days that I went to the mother freaking ER. Let me find this. And this is the finding. Right-sided small effusion mastoid. Woot. Hello, do you see where the box is there? Woot. That's what he found. So he was like, you know your body. You've been dealing with this. You know exactly what's going on. This is my other page from the other day. So he's like, here's your ammunition when he hands me the CT scan. He's like, here's your ammunition. You know what you're dealing with. Tell the doctors, nurses to get out your way. So I called back this morning, and I'm like, question number one, are y'all trying to kill me? That gets their attention. Question number two, has anyone even spoken to the doctor about me? Because I don't think they have. Question number three, who does my husband sue to make him the most rich widower in the land when y'all kill me? Well, I got on the phone with somebody real quick then. Because I'm an asshole, okay? Sometimes it just pays to be a turd, okay? Listen, I've been in courts in, gosh, probably 10 counties. Let me tell you, the lawyers that make the money are the lawyers that are the turds. So I just decided to be a turd. Did you know that they immediately got me scheduled for this morning when they said they didn't have anything for a week, even a telehealth? We don't have anything for a week. Did you know they magically found me a 10:30 slot this morning to speak to that doctor after I said that? Just like that. So I had my 10:30 telehealth, and I had all my stuff to show him what's going on. And he was like, well, my nurses are trying. So then I showed him the letter sent from their office to me, stamped March 1st, 2024, that told me I had an eye appointment on 12/18/23 that they wanted me to keep. Now, I can prove stupid right now. I've got it in my hand. I can prove stupid. I can prove neglect. I can prove everything. I can prove everything between my insurance calls, my home health nurse calls, and this. I've got a case right now. So I'm just like pissed off because then he said, well, I'll do a telehealth with her this morning. So I got on telehealth, and this is normally a man that I really respect and like and adore. He's really good. I'm like, did you know that something was wrong with me? He said, no. So no one came to tell you. He said, they said you were having some kind of issue with mastitis. Excuse me? Mastitis? I'm not an Irishshire, a Guernsey, a Holstein, a Brown Swiss, or a Jersey. And if I had mastitis, we would all be having some questions because I had a hysterectomy at 30. And if I'm producing milk for any reason, listen, I would be in like Ripley's Believe It or Not. Hell, if I had mastitis, I'd enter a Dolly Parton contest and win, okay? I would make use of that. But no, I've got this thing next to my brainstem that can kill me. And I'm sorry that your nurses are so stupid that they take letters out of very important words, but it's called mastoiditis that I have chronically that you've seen me suffer through before. And he goes, oh, crap. Oh, you think? Oh, crap? Yeah, crap. Yeah, it's some crap. Let me tell you, it's some crap. I said, I've already had to go to the ER twice. I said, we've made like 8 phone calls between me, my home health, and my insurance to try to talk to your receptionist to have them peck on your shoulder, and nobody cared. I said, so I'm taking that as nobody cares if I'm going to die or not. I said, I understand you deal with people that think they're dying of everything every day, but I do have a terminal disorder, and this can turn into meningitis literally overnight and kill somebody. So I'm thinking, are they just stupid, vapid, or do you just hire them based on tits and ass and not on your brain? Well, Elizabeth, no, don't. Well, Elizabeth is out of the box. You have got the side of Elizabeth you have never seen before. Elizabeth is pissed. Because if you're going to let me sit here and die when I'm trying to get treatment, then I'm going to call your ass on the carpet. And so he starts apologizing. I said, shut up. Words I never want to hear. I'm sorry. Because you should never treat me in any way, shape, or fashion to have to say those words to me. You're a mother freaking physician. How about the do no harm first, you moron? So then his nurses come in the room. I said, I don't want apologies. I said, I don't want stupid people like that taking care of sick people. That is a concern. If they thought mastoiditis was mastitis and they screw up your ear and your titties, we got a problem with your reception and your nurse squad, okay? Send them away, hire some adequate people. And they were like, well, we're contracting there. I said, then open a mother freaking medical book and read. I said, I have no tolerance. I said, the next time I come in the office and I get side-eyed or I get told I can't have this or you can't do that, I said, I'm going to go ballistic. I said, because for 5 days, y'all have tried to kill me. And I said, don't say you've not. I said, because retracting care and abandoning me medically when I have all these at-home orders that are supposed to work, I said, and not even tapping the doctor on the shoulder to tell him the truth, I said, you tried to kill me. I said, by neglect, medical malpractice, and just pure stupidity, I said, you tried to kill me. So he straightened up really quick and said, well, dang it, we've got to do 5. Well, he actually did 6 days of shots. I've got 1, so I've got 5 more to go. Your home health will bring them out every day. We need 6 days of Rocephin. And if you have any problems, you've got to come in. We'll notify your ENT. I said, well, I already notified my ENT. He's wondering why in the heck you wouldn't send orders. So now things are rolling. And I'm just lucky it hasn't abscessed yet. And I'm lucky that I'm feeling a little bit better. Of course, I've got enough Rocephin in me to kill a freaking Charlet bull. But I'm lucky. But what about people that don't have advocates or don't have my mouth? I know some people say, oh, you're not very much of a lady. Well, no, fuck it. When I'm dying, I'm not a lady. I'm looking out for me. So if I got something that could go to my brain and my spinal cord and kill me, I'm not going to put my little pinky up and say, could you please help me? I'm going to say, get your ass down here and do your job. So they were all like, holy hell, we saw Elizabeth. Yeah, you supervised murders. You saw a side of me that I keep tucked very far inside of me. But you pulled it out. Stop pulling the line and it won't come out. But so basically everything I said was right. They were just not giving the information. He was not aware. They told him my titties were making milk and had blackened. I had a hysterectomy at 30. If I'm making milk, there's something real wrong. Like the world's coming to an end. Let me tell you what, because I ain't suckling nothing. It's honestly, it's funny when you sit here and think about it. And if I make it through this unscathed and without losing any more of my hearing, because I've lost like 30% already in this ear from the last round, then it will be a hellaciously funny joke to tell at family events. But right now, I'm just really irritated because this could have literally, guys, if you look at mastoiditis and how quickly it spreads, it could have killed me. And I was aware enough of my body to know what was going on, and they were not listening to me. They thought they had the control in the medical field. No, honey, I pay you for you to take care of me. And to do that, you have to listen to me and do what I ask. So if they bill for anything, any of those phone calls, I'm going to tell my insurance company to sue them. Sue them blind. Like Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles combined, blind. Because I'm so tired of being treated like crap. So that's the medical story as of thus far. I have 5 more days of the nurse coming out to give me shots. And I feel better today because I'm mad. So obviously I feel better today. But part of me also feels better because I was vindicated, because everything I told them was true. And you know something? Maybe if you just listen to somebody who's been sick for 20 years and dealt with all this crap, you might learn something. Instead of just sitting there and remaining completely ignorant like an imbecile and all you can do is answer a phone and make appointments, how about you learn what the big words are? I know it's hard. And I know that most men don't like smart women. But if you're going to work in the medical field, honey, the boob jobs and butt implants aren't going to help. This is going to help. So sick of stupid people. Like, you have no idea. I'm like, muddy. So if you've just caught me for the first time, you caught me on a day. It's been a doozy. If you are regular, howdy, y'all know sometimes when my health does this and my doctors are assholes, I go on rants. So, but yeah, the message for today, don't let your doctor try to kill you. Even if he's unaware he's doing it. Be your own advocate. Call him be a butthole. Speak your mind. Say your piece. Because if I had not raised such a fit, I'd still be waiting to be seen. And I'd probably have already abscessed and I'd be flown to Knoxville and in the freaking hospital down there for a week. And I don't know about y'all, but the hospital is not the place I want to be. It's not the place I want to be when I'm trying to heal. It's just, just not. I look much better than I did the other day. I still can't wash my hair, so I'm not used to my hair being this greasy. So literally, if I have the energy later, I just ate a whole bowl of oatmeal and granola. So I'm like wired for sound right now. But if I can like sit up long enough later, and I'm going to do like Viking braids back, because I can't. I'm going to do like Viking braids and a little poof up here with a ponytail. I can't stand this nappy hair, but I can't wash my hair. I'm for sure my ear's not going to abscess. So now all my Temu hair products are going to waste. But anyway, I got 2 Temu packages on the mail on the porch today. The cat was knocking on the door. Believe what I say, my cat knocks on the door for a treat. And she was like, and I was like, she's not going to stop until I give her a treat. So I gave her, oh God, something in here stinks. I know that smell. What is that smell? It's like a very plastic glue. Pipe glue. It's like plumber's glue. What did I get that's like plumber's glue? But I fed the cat, and I noticed I had 2 Teemu bags. And I was like, well, I have the energy now since I've ate. I got up. I put on clothes. Major milestone for today. I thought, let's just see what Teemu threw on my porch. Because all I'm going to do is put it in a box and put it up later, because I feel like absolute dog crap. So, yeah, but I definitely went into wild banshee mode today, and it was very called for. I'm very upset. Still, it's going to take me a while to get it. Like, I'm going to have a nervous titch when I go and have to deal with those receptionists and nurses again, because I'm going to have the desire to just be like, and I'm going to have to not do it. Because I know what orange looks like. Because the prison jump suits are ugly as heck, and I don't want to be in any of them. And I know how sucky commissary is and how much phone calls cost. Don't go to jail. But I mean, really, honestly, the last 3 months, like I'm sitting here going, I could get a diversion. That's how many bad issues I've had in my life the last 3 months. I could totally get a diversion. Maybe spend 3 days in jail before I go to the court. And I'd totally get a diversion. Seriously, I've been thinking that way. Okay, the first thing I'm going to say is I ordered these ruffled pillowcases. And normally I love stuff I get from Teemu, but I'm fixing to rip on Teemu, so okay. It's not bad. They overlap plenty in the back to hold your pillow in. But let me show you something. Now, I'm a seamstress's daughter. Let me show you something. That is the suckiest sewed seam I've ever seen in my life. Look at the pucker, honey. It's called tension on your sewing machine. Look, she couldn't even sew straight. But look here, this is even worse. When they made the ruffles, they didn't even get the right color thread. They didn't even get the right color thread. So if that thread comes out, there's going to be no ruffle on this pillowcase. It's just going to look like a bad pleat. because they just pleated it like every 3 or 4 inches. Buy a ruffle maker, honey. It's a foot that goes on your sewing machine and it does it for you. But you might want to use the right color string. Yeah, so Temu, 0 out of 10 for that one. 0 out of 10 for that one. I guess I'll fuss with them later about that because you know something, it showed gray and it didn't show white thread. So I'm on a piss fit today. It's not a good day to not give me what I ordered. Oh, it's not a good day. Don't know why I ordered pink nails. Actually, probably what I need to do is just sharpen bones and put them on the end of my fingers at this point because apparently I'm the angel of death. These are cute. Maybe I was thinking Easter. I don't know. I got more soap holders. Y'all do not know how many soaps I have. I have activated charcoal. I have jasmine. I have coconut. I have rice. I have bear fat soap. I have goat soap. I use all natural soaps, so I have a lot of crap. So I needed more soap holders, and I still haven't found what smells like pipe glue down here. It smells like plumber's pipe glue. Oh, I have another soap holder. I'm prepared, y'all. Oh, I have another one. As soon as I get to wash my hair, I'm putting them all out. What is this? What is this? What did it? Anybody else having a problem with Teemu sending them empty bags? Teemu. I may just tag Teemu in this video and tell y'all are sucking G-force here lately, y'all. Like, I'm trying really hard to tell people to go to your website and application and look for the good things, but I'm getting so many bad things here lately. We might need to have it coming to Jesus. That is a purely empty bag. Now this is cute. He better not be broke. I will be mad. I like to keep a bar of soap by my sink because the pump soaps disappear so quickly. It's only me that uses it unless David comes in. And a bar of soap will deter him. He'll go to the bathroom and wash his hands for the pump soap. So I got this little duck. And he's cute. He's mostly plastic, but I'd say if you hit him hard enough on something, he would break. Ah, he lost a foot. He's an amputee. It's okay, buddy. I'm disabled too. Get him a... We'll just be disabled together. Some assembly required. He's a paraplegic. It's a paraplegic duck. Okay, you might want to glue those little feet in there. But they've got little sticky things right here so it won't scoot off the edge of your shelf. And he's got drainage holes. And it comes out his beak. Do you see the hole? So when he drains, he spits it out his beak into your sink. So you put him on the edge of your sink and you put your soap right there and it out into your sink. And then when my husband washes his hands up here, there will be no more slime on the countertop or the sink edge because he won't use a bar soap. He'll go to the bathroom to use the pump soap. And then I'll just have one mess to clean up as to two. Y'all, I'm thinking. But his little feet, E6000. It's a Jerry's kid duck. You need to go to the Shriners Hospital. I will take you. Because nobody cares about my health. I care about yours. Okay, we're going to be careful not to lose his little legs. It would only be fitting that I get a duck that's an amputee. Check your corners because Customs likes to take things to odd places. And honest to Pete, I don't know what I got that, maybe it's in this bag that smelled like hot glue, but I bet you the FedEx man got real happy in delivering that because, whoo, that's kind of dangerous. It's not the bag that stinks, it's something else. Let's see what else we got that stinks. Is it this? I hope it's not this, because this is a piece of cloth. What stunk so bad? What stunk so bad? Oh, it's these nails. Okay, what kind of, these are the do-it-yourself nails. Young ladies, if you buy these, air these out. These stink like pipe glue. It's like plumber's glue. Oh, okay, that's what was stinking. Okay, mystery solved. We figured it out. Okay, let's see what's in this. Oh, now I'm getting tired. Okay, pasta. What is this? What are you? What are you? Oh, you are a. It's a. I don't know how you call it. It's a sleeveless, but it's like got a business neck. Business neck, party on the arms. But it's got ruching in the sides that gives it a little poop up your side. Yeah, that's a technical term. So it's got this little ruching right here on the sides that so it grips your little hips and kind of poops. And I'm starting to actually have a shape that goes in a little bit in my hips now. It only took 10 months. Listen, if I was a heifer, I would have great marbling and I would be grade A beef. So shut your mouth right now. But it's got a really nice fabric print on it. And it's like really well made. This is a really nice. So it's going to be summer wear because it's light. It's going to be summer wearable. You're not, it's thin, but you're not going to be able to see through it if you wear the appropriate colored undergarments. Women, that's another lesson. Wear the appropriate colored undergarments. I don't know how to tell you otherwise. It's, I mean, don't make it a show, okay? At least not one of those shows, okay? But I like that the armholes, even for a bigger girl, was not super gigantic. So, because I don't like for my bras to show on the side. Excuse me, that is my boob fat. Nobody needs to see that but me, okay? Maybe my husband, but even he avoids that. You know, I mean, seriously, after 21 years of marriage, he could probably not identify my boob fat from anyone else's boob fat. We should probably try that. He'd miss it. Get like 7 of my best friends whose boob fat is your wife's. He would never guess it. No. Now, if you said whose middle finger is your wife, he would get it right on. He'd be get first time. Anyway, I like this. I got it to go with a lot of palazzo and hippy dippy pants and skirts I'm going to wear this summer. And I thought I got a white one too, but maybe I just dreamt that because, you know, I have been having fever dreams with this mastoiditis. So, we'll figure that one out. Oh, the pocket book I ordered for Temu is still living and it's actually getting prettier as it ages. It's unzipped, sorry, but it's actually getting prettier as it ages. $6 or $7. I love it. It's a crossbody, but it can be a shoulder bag too, and it's living, it's doing its due, so I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. I hate bags when I put nails on. I hate bags. Ooh, that's it. Okay, I don't know if this is just a sterling silver or a moissanite. I can't tell. Because they put it in one of these. Why do they put suffocation labels on it? Literally, you would have to do this and tape it and not open your mouth. I don't understand people. Okay, anyway. This is what I got. I get these because I'm losing weight and my rings like to slide off my fingers and I don't want to have my wedding set sized or nothing. So I just get like little rings to slide on to block the other rings from falling off. Got to figure out which finger I got this for. This one, I guess. Yep. So this one is for when I wear my moissanite over here to hold it on, but I got my evil eye on over here because somebody's trying to send me bad mojo and I'm sending it back. Return to sender. So that's pretty. It should be completely silver because I don't buy silver plated because I eat through it like none other. But I'll look it up and see because I'm sure it wasn't super expensive. But I swear I've been trying to only buy the moissanite. That is so hard to see. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's a ring. It makes your fingers look cute. Will it be a thumb ring? Not yet. I'm getting there. But that's what I got it for. I got to hold that moissanite band on that I have there. Now, I've got a sponsor haul coming in. And oddly enough, hang on. I found an orange bag on my porch. So let's crack this up and see if this is the sponsored haul. Because if it's a sponsored haul, then y'all know if I feel good tomorrow, we'll do a sponsored haul. Try to cut the bag without cutting anything else. I swear you had to be a flipping surgeon. And my hands are too shaky today. This Rosefin makes me just... And so I'm irritated, animated, and shaky, which doesn't bode well for people that run into me. They send everything in frosted bags anymore, so I can't tell which is the sponsored ones and which isn't. They send me empty bags. Heck. What are you? Oh no, this is not my sponsor call. So we can go through this one too. I don't know why they put it in an orange bag. Maybe they heard us fuss enough. Literally, I've learned the last couple of days, you got to be the loud voice that is saying the obscenities and squeaking so you can get the oil or the grease or whatever the heck you want to call it. I'm waiting for spring and summer so bad that you have no idea, because my body actually functions in spring and summer. And I like pretty colorful things in my yard. And I like solar lights. I can literally land a 747 in my front yard. I hope they never try that, though, because they'll go right into the woods and over the hill. But literally, like, you can see my house like before you top the hill. Everybody thinks that I just like solar lights, but I'm a retired parole officer, so I sent people to prison for a long time. So I need shadows. I need to see shadows. You know. So safety, okay? Now, some assembly required. Oh, Jesus, I don't know if my brain is going to work this well. And you can't put these out until it gets much less windy, but it's got like 3 layers of whirligigs. And then I got a whirligig sunflower, which looks so sad in here. He looks really sad. He looks so sad, I think we should open him up and investigate. This one is just one of those, 3-layered click it whirligigs. Everybody knows how to put those together, right? Everybody knows that I plant hundreds of sunflowers every year. I saw this and thought it was cute. I don't know exactly why I bought such a little one, but it looks kind of sad. So let's see what's going on here. Surely to God, I have a master's degree. I can get them put together. What the heck is this supposed to be? I was with you until I saw this. I don't. What do they go? Oh, they stick on here. Hey, I'm not just gorgeous. I'm smart too. I'm actually going to be doing a swap. Frustration. Is that what is it that oh my God, the hair, Rod Stewart instead of infatuation. Frustration. I got it. I'm actually going to be doing a Temu swap with Retail Therapy on a budget. I've already ordered hers. And I promised her I'd only make her blush a little bit. Where are you supposed to stick? You don't fit there. Do you fit in there? No. Am I supposed to make you fit in there? Oh, wait. We're missing a piece. So I was like, I got the muscle. I'll totally make you fit in there, bud. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming the short end goes in here. If I have to take this apart and put it back together, I'm going to send this to Teemu. Does that mean you're done? Okay, you clicked, so I'm thinking that means you're done. And then you put this here, and so you got 2 layers. And then you got to stick all your stickies. So I'm going to take them back off and stick all my stickies. Now, how long do I think this is going to last in the Tennessee winds? I give it 2 weeks. If it makes it longer than that, I'll eat something disgusting on a live. I don't know. Y'all, I think everything I eat is disgusting anyway, so what would it matter? I had wild boar sausage the other morning. It was real good. We got a trail cam watching a wild boar little family group. And they've got little ones like that right now, so we don't want to take the mama because the mama's got to raise the little ones. But the boars, they get way too, they got too much gristle on them and they just don't eat as well. So we're waiting for her to wean these babies and run them off. And when she does, here, piggy, 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 I'm going to get me some bacon. That's how you get bacon in Appalachia. Anybody else have that problem? That's how you get bacon in Appalachia. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all have just been talking. I've just been going through this. Zen. Okay, hi everyone. Hi Zen. Deep State USA. Hey, like your name. Okay, I'm sticking these things as fast as I can stick them because listen, y'all, My coordination with this ear thing going on is not the best. But I am doing a swap with Retail Therapy on a budget. I've already ordered hers. It does have some personalized stuff in it, so it may take a little longer to get to her. But we're doing a swap, just like a $30 swap, just a $30 shits and giggles swap. Can I say that? Yeah, shits and giggles. Okay. I guess technically it would be giggles and shits because, anyway, I'm just thinking about the momentum there, but whatever. I'm on row 7. It would probably be both at the same time. Hey, there's a funny, ouch, come off of there. God, they're barely stuck, but you have to find the place that they're barely stuck. Don't do this on a day you're aggravated. You need to go to anger management. I used to send people to anger management, and I fully realized that I probably need to go to anger management right now as myself. So I should probably write my own order and send myself to my own old anger management classes. I'm totally a realist. I understand. I totally need anger management right now. I've had such bad the last couple of weeks. You're fine. I am. Listen, I've been drugged through so many other people's crap that I figured it's just time for me to leave a trail and drag some people myself. So that's where I am. If I'm coming at you with a rope, you better roll. You don't want to get drugged through no crap. Hey, look, I got that one off easier than the other ones. So if you buy those letters that say home that stick on your wall, be sure you put either like the nail stickies behind them or Velcro stickers, because Gypsy's daughter put the home up above my TV, the mirrored one, and it's pretty until the letters fall. And the O fell one day, and so it was just E. And my physical therapist was here, and she was like, "Where's the latch? How do you latch that onto there? You've got to have a latch." Okay, I'm trusting you, but I'm not thinking you're telling me the truth. Don't tell me I have to take this apart. Don't you do it. You better go in there. Go in there. Go in there. You're supposed to come out the other end. You got an 1/8 inch to go, son. Come on. You know something, Teemu? When we have to assemble things, you should probably send us medication, because this is frustrating. Because you can't push too hard on the front side or you'll break the other. I may just send this whole video to Teemu and be like, epic fail, Teemu. Better hope I'm in a better mood when I get my sponsored haul. Go in there. Listen, I'm strong, and I can barely get that son of a biscuit ear through that hole. Oh, I was benching 150 when I was 14. That's as close as I can get it. God bless a milk cow, which apparently my doctor's office thought I was. I'm not, by the way. I have mastoiditis, not mastitis. I thought he had 2 leaves. Okay, now I think I'm getting gypped on my leaves. Seriously, he only has 1 leaf? Oh, hi. All the ducks and everything I've got today has been paraplegics, quadriplegics, or demented in some way. He said hi, but he only has 1 hand. Anyway, the thing is, the wind's supposed to blow. This doesn't go around, but this does. And I guess the little arm, it's my strong hand. It's supposed to go in the wind. I don't know. Don't put it out in Tennessee until after the March and April winds. Please don't. So this is going to be stuck in a corner of my house somewhere until then. And I'm going to name him Strong Arm. It's my strong hand. Grab my strong hand. I don't know why he doesn't have 2 leaves. I mean, it's cute. Was it? I think I only gave $1 for it. I think I got it on a spin. So, I mean, it's not bad. Self-assembly, not the best. You know, I'm just, if I assemble something, I want it like to be a bookcase or something big. I don't want it to be a flower that took me 10 minutes. She's killing me. Listen, I've had enough roast stuff into me to kill a heifer. A water buffalo, even. Oh, I ordered a wig. We'll see if this is it. No. Man, I had such high hopes. Because I ordered a red wig, so that I had hopes that was my wig. Do I know what this is now? No. Why do they put a bag in a bag? But you can't have plastic straws. I don't understand the world. No, I understand the world. I understand that most adults read at a third grade level, and that's why we're so easily swayed into stupidity. Stupidity. Oh, this is my matchy shirt that matches Sabrina's blue shirt. This is my matchy because I got her the other one that was blue, and I got me the maroon. But shipping has been a little weird with Temu lately, so we couldn't match while she was here. So one day when she does her videos, I'll have her wear her shirt and I'll wear mine, and we will matchy from afar. But it's really cute. It's got a keyhole in the back, which is just going to show more tattoos. And then it's got the cold shoulders, and holy crap, I hope my arm can fit through that tiny little hole. Okay, yeah, it's a little tight, but it's gonna fit. I'm getting more used to tight clothes now since I'm losing weight. But like this is a shirt I bought last spring, and literally I could have a 3-ring circus in here. It's huge. What is that thing? Oh, I haven't wore the dress with the stripes that after I bought it, all I could say in my head was dun 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 afro dun 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 afro. That polka dot circus thing, yeah. That's all I had in my head. And I have now every time I look at it, I'm like, it's really cute, but I'm gonna sing the song wherever I go if I wear that. I'm gonna have to be careful where I wear that. Okay, but yeah, I thought this is cute. It's like a little peplum, so it's not super, super long. But listen, I'm a super confident fat girl, so I'm going to wear this with my little Daisy Dukes when I'm working in my yard. And listen, if the FedEx man thinks I'm pretty, that's his problem. So, you know, no, not the FedEx. I don't like FedEx. UPS. FedEx. Okay, let's see what this is. I mean, they could have put all this in one bag, Teemu. We're worried about the environment. Oh, we got another stanker. Okay, hang on. Oh, my jaw about popped out of place. It's loose where the pressure of the swelling. Hang on. My jaw about popped out of place. Mastoiditis. Read about it. It's so much fun. Okay, let's see what this is. What is this? Totally, I'm going to be rocking a Viking hairdo tomorrow. Don't get mad at me. I'm not cultural appropriation. Actually, I'm probably Viking back in the day anyway. But, what is this? What is this? Oh, it's a rippy shirt. I love my rippy shirts. But I've got to do something with my hair because I can't wash it until we're past the abscess fear of and I can't take this anymore. So if I come on here looking like a fat lagartha tomorrow, just shut your mouth. Don't say anything to me. Doing the best I can. Try not to die. This is a rippy shirt, you know, where it's supposed to show your boobs, but all it shows is my pec muscles because my boobs grow sideways because I had muscles before I had boobs. That's my sad story in life. Yeah. So they grow sideways. So I have to get a really good bra to push them up so that I can have any cleavage. But mostly this just shows my pectoral muscles. But it does it on the sleeves too, and I like it on the sleeves. I'm telling you, if you lift weights before you grow boobs when you're a girl, then you've got these huge Arnold, you know, I can still bounce my boobs, y'all. You see that? And I've got these huge Arnold muscles, but it makes your boobs go sideways. The girls, don't lift weights until your boobs come in because you'll displace them, okay? And then you'll have to wear very uncomfortable bras to put them back where God's supposed to put them in the first place. Okay, it's got it on the arms too. I may cut the arms off of this thing and do like a muscle tee for yard work, honest to Pete. Honest to Pete. I don't know who Pete is, but I'm being honest to him. But I like this. It's air conditioning, okay? And doesn't show any naughty bits because I'm like a Berkline recliner. I'm too wide to show naughty bits. So I like these shirts. They're very comfortable on me. And I can wear them without being as naughty as most women. So I like them. That'd be a good yard work day in the yard, cleaning the pool in the month before it gets really warm enough to be in it. That'd be a nice shirt. Now the bag is stuck to the bag. Gosh. They could have put all this in one bag. One bag would have sufficed. I even told them at the grocery store, just cram it in a couple of bags. I'm only going 4 miles. And I'm going to pack it in like a mule in one go because that's just how I am. Oh, this is really cute. Now, this feels upscale nice. This feels like you went to a mall somewhere in a different county and came home with a win. This is soft, man. Like, I would make baby blankets out of this. Is nice. Okay. So if you don't know how to look for stuff on Temu, you can actually just take a picture of this. You can pause the screen or screenshot it right now if you like this and put it in the bar at the Temu search bar, and it will pull up this shirt that comes in basically all sizes. They have it in 0X all the way to, I think it goes to 5 or 6X. I'm not for sure. But I like these. I'm still bosomy enough that I'm just going to show pec muscles, so who cares? And it goes, like, it's going to go down to, like, mid-thigh. And it is so soft. I can't tell you how soft that is. So it's just a tank with the weaving, crossing, and hatching in the front. I might wear this tomorrow. It feels good, and I feel bad, so if I come on here looking like a weird Viking tattooed tank woman, just ignore me. I'm having a day. But honestly, my Temu hauls are the only thing that's keeping me going right now. Because otherwise, I'm supposed to lay in bed and not move and let my right ear drain, even though it's not draining, which is why I have mastoiditis. I don't know why the doctors say lay at this angle so your right ear can drain, knowing my ears are foobarred and not correctly made, and they don't drain. But, you know, whatever. I can follow instructions. I do, however, question them when they're stupid. Okay, this is like the best thing to end on. I'm sweating. This is how sick I am. I'm sweating. I've been running a fever all day, but it's just a mild fever. It's okay. Let me take my house shoes off. Because, you know, when you're hot and sick and your feet get hot, it just makes you feel worse. Okay. Hang on. I got to check on my little Jerry's friend here. Okay. He's a Jerry's duck. Okay. Sorry. I can say that. I'm crippled too, so I can say that. This is something I bought that I am going to wear. I'm going to wear it wherever the heck I want to wear it. And anybody that wants to look at me cross-eyed is going to get the stare of death, because this is gorgeous. And I paid quite a bit of money for it. Actually, probably not. I think it was like $14.99. Anyway, for me on Temu, that's balling. So I'm going to wear this wherever the heck I want to wear it. Yes, I will wear shorts underneath it because wind and fat girls in skirts, we don't do that. But I'm going to wear this wherever the heck I want to wear it. And if anybody looks at me funny, I'm going to give them the stare of death. I still have like 12 murderers on speed dial. Parole officer retirement is a good thing. So this is, oh God, let me untangle it. Oh geez, it may be too difficult for me today. Oh my God. Okay, hang on. As you can see, I don't wear things like this very often because I don't know how it works. Okay, this is the zipper, so obviously this is the back. Okay, we figured that out. That's the back. Okay, hang on. God, I need instructions. Okay. Listen to me. Stop. Okay, so it goes over like this. Hang on. What the crap? Okay, I used to take care of a Russian kid when I was a wilderness camp counselor. And when he couldn't understand something, he'd go, what the crap? And I still do that. And he's probably 36 or 37 years old now. Dom, I still think of you. And every time I get frustrated, I go, what the crap? Okay, so this goes over your shoulders. This goes over your tatas. And then this comes up and goes around your up waist. So you just got a little band showing in the middle. And then your shoulders out. Now listen, my shoulders and back are tatted up. So if people want to read the billboard signage, it's fine with me. But when they start making jokes, I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to snarl at them. Because this is a gorgeous dress. And first day I feel like it, I will model all of these and do shorts. But so this little tie, your boobies stay in here. Hang on. Let's try to catch the boobies. Hang on. And then this little tie goes right under your boobies, and then the little waist goes up here. And it's gorgeous. And it's just elusive enough in the walls of the fat girl body that it just shows the right areas that don't make you look super fat. and it looks cute. Like, it's legit when I get it on, it's going to legit camouflage, because, like, I'm melting as I take this Monjaro, so everything's sliding down. So I actually am kind of slimming up top. It's just, apparently now I'm shaped like a pear. I've gone through all the fruits. It's kind of shameful. But this is gorgeous. It goes clean to your feet. It is a gauzy summer material. It's got like 4 tiers down the bottom. It's got a back seam and a zipper. And just, I mean, like, you could probably pull it on and just pull it up around yourself. But if you're the woman that wants to do the zipper, do the zipper. But the top is going to be the hard part, because you got to get your shoulder straps on, and then you got to get your hoo-haws stuck in the hoo-ha slingshots. And then make sure you've got good traction with your little boobies in there, okay? Because we don't want to scar anyone out in public. You don't want an indecent exposure charge. It costs money. It's like $600 just for a stupid little misdemeanor where your tank top slipped. How do I know that? Because of the thing they have in Scott County on the Mount. Oh, God, my brain is not working today. Anyway, it's up on the top of the mountain. They have a big music fest, and I would do like 20 warrants every Monday after that music fest and be like, stupid people. But this one girl's tank top just slipped off when she was like raving, the band on, and happened to be a security guard or a little po-po man walking by, and he charged her with indecent exposure. And I thought, really, dude, that's what you had on your mind. But anyway, so yes, those things can happen. So make sure, if you don't have good like sticking power, and you can kind of move this, like you can move this in and make more room for your tatas if you need to, which is probably what I'll have to do, because I was totally tata blessed. So my grandmother Jessie, she's dead, but I blame her for all this. So I didn't want these things. So anyway, but you can maneuver them and manipulate them to where it will cover more or less. Ladies, please go for more. Please, ladies, please go for more. And then you can adjust the straps as well. So you should be able to get a good stick so that it stays. And then this little skirt's right underneath. If you can't get a good stick, go and get the body stick or the double-sided tape to stick it to you, because we don't want a misdemeanor charge or an indecent exposure ticket. Do what's right. But I totally will model that for you, because I don't care to show you my fat hind end. I know I'm a heifer. I'm a prize heifer. I'd bring home the blue ribbon at every county fair. So, yeah, I have lots of useless knowledge crammed in here from all my time being a parole officer and going to court and watching people that just made itty-bitty mistakes get huge fines. And I'm like, this is a money market. And that's why I hated law enforcement. Hated it. Like, there was this old man that was 87. There's literally 2 houses on his road, but he stopped maybe 30 foot before his driveway, before his land started, which that means any land at the end of the road that the road goes along, that's considered his private property, that his private drive. I don't know if y'all know that, but like, if you live at the end of the road and where your property line starts, that is deemed your part of the road, and nobody's supposed to trespass. So he was like 87. He had to go to the doctor that day. They had given him, I think they given him dialysis or something. I don't know, but he was on his way home. He had to pee. He stopped on a gravel road in an old fence line, and some Sunday driver come by when he was peeing in the fence line and had kids in the car. Well, tell your kids to look the other way. It's a little man in overalls. What are they going to see? And she called the law, and because he was literally like 20 foot away from his property line, he got an indecent exposure, and she tried actually like making a sex offense. And I was like, okay, lady, let's not stretch it. Let's not stretch it. But he had to pay like a $187 fine and go to court twice. When you go to court twice, you rent the courtroom like a surgical suite, so you also pay the clerk for being every time you present in court. And I felt so sorry for that man, because he was just coming home from the doctor and had to pee, and he lived on the end of a gravel road. Nobody was ever down there. She technically, I told him he should have got her for trespassing, because she had to go down past him and turn around and come back. I said, I get her for trespassing. He said, well, I didn't think about it then. I didn't think about being mean. I said, no, but everybody else does. Maybe you ought to sometimes too. So I felt so sorry for that little man, because he just had to pee. So, but true story, I felt bad for the guy. Okay, am I going to clean any of this up? I'm going to cram it all back in a bag except for my sunflower that I put together and my Jerry's Kid Duck. I can say that because I'm half crippled. I'm going to glue his legs tomorrow if I feel like it. He's so cute though, his little feet. It's little feet, it's little feet, it's so he's crippled. Oh my god. He's ready to be butchered now. But you probably need to glue these when you get them. They need to be turned in a little bit so that the stickers stick out so that they grab your countertop. But I think he's cute because he's pigeon-toed, but he's a duck. Do you get that? I also think it's neat how it drains down and comes out his mouth. So make sure he is pointed into the sink or you will have a mess to clean up. But this is how I'm going to avert my husband from washing his hands in the kitchen sink. Because he won't use bar soap. I will. He won't. So now I only have one sink to clean up instead of two. Smart, smart woman. Not just a pretty face. Not just deformed ears. Okay, so that's all. I've got so much stuff coming in, but Temu's just kind of shipping weird right now. Gypsy's going, no. Shut your mouth, Elizabeth. No. I just feel so crappy, and this is the only time the whole day I've had any energy, but my hair, I can't stand it. So I'm going to go and look up like Viking braid styles, make my nest in my bed, I've also got to take oral Rocephin along with my shots. That's how sick I am. It would be funny if I hadn't been through what I've been through. If I survived this, somebody throw me a party. It'd be the second time I've survived mastoiditis. Somebody throw me a party. Just, or even just blowing those little horns that rolls out. That will make my day. Like, just do a video and tag me in it and celebrate me surviving mastoiditis twice in my life. And let's just hope it doesn't happen again. So, because I'm like, at that point, I'm not going to rent out a theme park and throw my own party because I've been through enough. But I'm going to go and try to find some weird hairdo because I can't stand this hair. Literally, I want to shave my head because I can't wash it until I'm past the point where my ear's possibly going to abscess. And I have another CT that I'm supposed to do some point this week. But apparently they're going to call and tell me when. And luckily, I just have to go up here to the triage center to have it done. So thank you, Gypsy. You're counting your chickens before they hatched. But I do feel better today. Fever is staying more up there, but I've also got enough Rocephin in me. It's causing a fight. So that's why my fever's staying up. But, cool rag on the forehead and an ice pack on your spine, and it cools you down. I have to keep a rice bag under my ear to draw moisture. And this stupid kind of God to act like a wick, to wick it. Anyway, when they said it acts like a wick, I was just sitting there going, wick it good. I literally have been in this blah land with my brain ever since the IV Rocephin yesterday in the hospital, in the ER. So perhaps Rocephin is a little too strong for me, but right now that's what I need. So, I got this. I know I'll be okay, but Lord, it's not fun. Because the last time I had mastoiditis, it went literally from February, March, all the way to August, and I got no spring or summer, and it was just like mastoiditis. And so, guys, gals, if I don't teach you anything else, well, I've taught you quite a bit about clothing, about double-sided tape, about seamstressing, about getting the right kind of color of thread. I've taught you about indecent exposure and how you rent courtrooms. Taught you a lot of things today, and but if you don't take anything away from me, these little knots on the back of your head are bones. They're called your mastoid bones back here behind your ear. If they ever hurt, if they ever swell, if they ever puff up and turn red or you have a fever, go see a doctor immediately because they can pull fluid, abscess, and it gets into your spinal column and your brainstem, causes meningitis, and can kill you. And it can do it all in basically about 4 or 5 days. This is the second time I've had to go through this because I have ears that are not made correctly. I have like twice the bone and way too much bone marrow. And so my ears do not drain and they do not function correctly, and they cannot be surgically corrected because they don't even know how to start. So I deal with this often, but I was hoping to never get to this point again because we have been doing pretty good, but I'm here again. So check your ears. Make sure that if you have earaches, you're telling your physicians. And for the love of God, if behind your ears, the back of your head hurts, go see someone immediately. It is a sign that you have swelling in your mastoid area, and it can turn into meningitis and go into your spinal column and your fluid. So, and that can kill you. So please, everyone, I'm not a doctor. This is just what I personally lived through, but please go talk to a doctor if you have any of those symptoms, because this is not nice. It's not fun to run a fever for 2 weeks, be on medicine that's potent enough to kill a freaking cow, and to not be able to wash your hair, and to have an ENT surgeon just waiting to dissect you because he thinks your ears are just an anomaly. He called me a unicorn. I said, well, it sucks to be a unicorn then. So, but that's like my wisdom of the day is if you ever have those issues, please go see a doctor and tell them, because that is a very dangerous thing. And that's like, even all of my time as a medical transcriptionist, this is not anything I ever talked about or heard about. So I had to learn it the hard way. I don't want anybody else to have to go through this. Yeah, David lost a half a day of work yesterday to take me. He went to work after he got me home and I told him I was okay. He went on to work, but he lost half a day of work yesterday. And I feel bad because he had walked that bluff line, harvested his trap line, whatever he had caught, and come home, changed clothes, scooped me up, and took me to the ER. And then he stopped at Walmart and got me some yogurt and food that I could easily eat because I'm not going to be standing up and making meals. And dumped me back off at the house, helped me change, and got me situated. And then I said, go on to work, because he was going to stay the whole night. I said, go on to work. I said, I'll be okay for a few hours. So I just slept. The Rosefin just it creates a war in my body that I just have to rest. I'm really wanting this eye. It's getting better, but I really want it to unswell. I really want it to unswell. I'm getting so tired of it. Look like I've been in a cage fight with somebody. My God. But now thinking about last week when I woke up with a bloody nose and I didn't know why. I was like, who punched me? What hit me? Because I've only ever bled when like animals have headbutted me or knocked me down or something. And so I woke up with a bloody nose and I was like, who hit me? And then I was like, oh, nobody hit me. I woke up with a bloody nose. Because I've been knocked out by animals and come to bleeding and been like, woo, But I think that probably should have been, I didn't do that at all the first time I had mastoiditis. That didn't occur. It did this time. And so now I've got another cue. So, and it was blood that you could tell was coming from like back here behind my sinuses, between like it was coming from all my sinuses, your ethmoid, sphenoid, maxillary. It was coming from all of my sinuses. But you could tell it wasn't a nosebleed. It was coming from behind. So it was coming from my sinus cavities, not from actually like the veins and crap in your nose. And so now I have another warning. So if that happens again, I know, okay, we're going downhill, get to the doctor. But it's just been a really, really weird few days. Saturday was the first ER visit for the shot. And Sunday, they hooked me up on IV to push Rosefin through me for about 3 or 4 hours and did a CT to confirm that I do have a fusion in my right mastoid, but it's not abscessed yet, so we're still early. But had my doctor listened to me on Friday morning, I wouldn't have even gotten here. I would have been so much better. But his nurses and receptionists told him I had mastitis. Now, I try to be nice, but I'm going to call stupid here. Because I had a hysterectomy at 30. And if I'm making milk, there's something majorly wrong, and they should have been even more concerned. So I do feel better. My temperature is staying up, so I'm like super red. But it's my body fighting, so I'm okay with my temperature staying up. My body's fighting. It does break every once in a while when I take my Tylenol. I try not to take too much Tylenol, but I'm taking Tylenol this week because, by golly, my temperature it's not pleasant. So but I had to be up for the injection. So the home health will come 5 more days with Rosefin injections, and I have to finish the oral antibiotics as well. And then I have to go back at some point for another CT up here to see if the fluid is leaving. Because if it's not, and if it doesn't leave, we can't leave it there because it will set up infection and abscess. So we have to, if it doesn't go away, we have to find another way to get it out of there. And I'm really afraid that I'm going to have that surgery where they go in and like crack that bone and scrape it out. And I really don't want to have that surgery. I've had so many surgeries in my life. I really don't want to have that surgery. So I'm hoping that this works. So I've been a good patient. My nurse told me to stay up for a few minutes, and she said, and then eat you something. And she said, walk around for a few minutes. And she said, get your blood flowing, get everything moving. And she said, then you can lay down and rest again. So that's what I'm doing. My nose is wanting to run. That's a good sign. So, but I've done everything they've said and beyond. And to the Liberty man that sent me that thing, I've researched it and looked into it and literally looked up all the information on it and started it today. And I think that may be why I feel so much better today. This man that sent this to me, what's his? I think his first name was John. Hang on, I saved the box because I'm going to make him something and send it back to him as a thank you. I got a box from a stranger on my front porch the other day, and I was kind of like, what the crap? I mean, y'all, I sent people to prison. You know, you can, if they wanted to find me, they could just Google me and find me. But I'm very well armed. I would not recommend that. But John, I won't say his last name, but John. This man sent me a blanket, but another thing inside the blanket, and I researched it and started. It's called an energy cleaner. And basically, from what I can tell from it, it's kind of like a little mini rife machine. In a way, it kind of breaks up the frequencies that are coming at you to give your body a little bit of rest to regenerate. And I think that may be why I've done so well today and why my swelling is going down, especially over here. My swelling's going down quite a bit. It takes like 90 batteries, but I don't care. If it helps this much, I don't care. I'll find me some rechargeable sucker somewhere. I don't know, but I don't care to buy them because it helps. It helps so much. And, I didn't just turn it on and use it. I researched, and holy crap. It's like a mini version. It does what my parents' rife machine does. Just, it's tiny and can stick with me and only works for like my body area. It doesn't, like mom and dad's rock machine takes the whole, anywhere in the house you're going to get that treatment. And it's not going to hurt you. It just breaks the frequencies up, pushes bad cells out, and helps the good cells grow. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what my personal relationship with this machine has been. But today I used that one because you have to read, you got a little clip, you got a clip to, you have to read, you have to understand. But I started studying, and I went, oh my gosh, it's like a little tiny rife machine. It's like a little tiny personal body rife machine. And I was like, holy crap. I have some of the rechargeable ones, so I think I'm probably going to jump on and see if they have the big ones and buy me some, yeah. You're fine, Ashley. Oh, and my mods, can y'all check, or I can later. Kim can't get her stuff to come through when she is trying to talk and chat, and I'm afraid when everything was scrolling so quick, I'm afraid we may have clipped her. We need to go and make sure she's not blocked. Mastoiditis feels like somebody hit you with a sledgehammer right in the back of your head, and you can't get away from the headaches and you can't get away from the pain. I'm at the spot now to where my body's fighting back, and so the headaches are better. The ear pain, I've got stuff to numb, so that's not, look at the thing sticking out of my ear. It's supposed to be a wick to pull the fluid out. I believe it when I see it. But I've got stuff to numb that, so it's not super bad. And if you ever have an earache, because the mastoid bone is what causes earaches, basically, you can cut a little corner off of a salon pause patch and stick right there on that nerve bundle that controls your ear, and it will stop your earache. That was from my ENT doctor. He's a surgeon who told me that little tip. Now, ask your own doctor, but my ENT doctor told me that, and it works really good. But right now, I'm not doing that because I need to feel all the pain and all the pressure so that I can, I need to know if it gets worse or better. So I'm just letting my body make me super aware and just feeling like crap right now. So you're hanging with your horse. I used to spend hours in the barn. That was my favorite place. So, but I taught you some stuff today. So use that knowledge and go forth into the world and help others. And I'm going to fix my little quadriplegic. Oh no, he's paraplegic. He doesn't have wings. Well, technically, I guess he is quadriplegic. If you take his feet off, he don't got no wings. I'm gonna fix my little duck's feet, put everything else back in a box, go through it in a day or two. Yell at Temu about these poorly stitched pillowcases. I mean, they're cute, but I could have done better myself. I just didn't want to sew. I thought, I'll buy those. Anyway, I'm a seamstress's daughter, so I get very upset when I don't see good sewing on things. Okay, I'll go and try to look then. I know there's a huge list of all the trolls. The trolls need to suck it and move on. That's where I am. I can't, and basically the only way you can stop and make it subs only is through YouTube Studio somehow, and I've been trying to research that, and I cannot find how. I don't know if I need to update my YouTube Studio. I don't know what, or if it's telling me to go through a phone, and I'm trying to do it on an iPad. I don't know, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it subs only that can respond in chats, but it's difficult. YouTube Studio is like the least user-friendly because they want you confused and they want you to not understand what's going on because that's how they get away with all the crap they get away with. I mean, I'm sure I didn't have to tell y'all that. Y'all already knew, so. Well, it's not been in this one. It's been in the last several lives. She's not been able to chat. So I said, well, we need to check that then. So I may, if I feel better later, I may open up YouTube Studio and start digging through the names in the block list. I'm sure it's quite long now. Which is hilarious. I know they're not very good at trolling, and most of it's kind of funny. Honestly, I get kind of a tickle out of setup because I'm sitting here going, I wonder how long it took you to think that up before you come here to tell me that. And then sometimes I'm like, your mama never taught you to tie your shoes, and it scarred you in kindergarten, and now you're taking it out on me. I mean, I don't feel sorry for them at all. One or two, I can tell there's some sincerity there, and I try to reach them, but most of them are just jerks or bots, so I just kind of let it roll. But honestly, it's just kind of like, go away. It's like fruit flies. Go away. Your lifespan is about 24 hours. Go away. It's just how I feel. But, oh, yeah, it was horrible there for a while. It's slowing down a little bit now because they know I don't really play with them, but it's been a little rough. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. So I'm fixing to go back and find me something else to nibble on. I've got to eat enough yogurt to basically keep a whole dairy farm in production because I'm on such a strong antibiotic. Women, y'all know why. So I'm going to go eat more yogurt. And then I'm going to try to find some documentary or something to watch so that I will learn something while I'm stuck to the bed because I feel like I'm trapped right now in the stupid house. I can't enjoy the pretty days because the wind's still cold and it would probably make my ears worse. So I'm literally trapped in the house, can't do anything. But give me a week or so. I've got 5 more days of Rocephin shots, and then I should pull out of this unless it gets worse. Up with the hiccups. That hurts. So we should know with the second CT scan, probably end of the week, probably toward the end of the week, if we're having any success. So I'll keep you updated. But if I get a Teemu bag, if I feel like it, we'll go through it because legit, it's about all I got to look forward to right now. So I did do my dishes. I sat in a chair and washed my dishes because my husband apparently is nose blind and kitchen blind. So I did do my dishes. But that's all I'm doing today. So I just wanted to let you know I'm kicking. I did absolutely vehemently attack verbally the doctor's office today, and they had to take it because they were in the wrong. So advocate for yourself, educate yourself. And when somebody treats you poorly, try to handle it nicely. And if that don't work, just unleash the beast and go after them. Because if you know you're in the right and you, like me, you know your health is on the line, there's no reason for them to play stupid. I don't like when people play stupid. Just either tell me you're mean and you don't care, or show me your IQ where you are below like 68. That's just how I am. So I just believe it was a bunch of meanness and a bunch of people that knew better than me, and I knew what my body was telling me and vindicated because I was right. So listen to your body. And if your doctor's not going to listen to you, stir a stank, because then they'll have to. You have a house full of ladybugs. It's supposed to be good luck, but I hate them things. I've still got some in my kitchen lot that David's going to clean. Every time it gets warm and then it gets cold, see, it hurts to move my head like that right then. Every time it gets warm and then it gets cold, they try to move in here, and I'm like, I hate them little things. But they're supposed to mean good luck. They bite and they stink. They smell like peanut butter. I hate them. So get you a good vacuum and send them all to ladybug heaven. Yeah, you have to be careful. They get into the nooks and crannies of your animals, and can be quite, they can start quite a little not really a sore, but it turns into, it's kind of like it's a bull, but then it spreads. And they normally, on dogs, they get in the folds of their, if it's a hound dog, they get in the folds of their mouth, or corner, they get in corners of stuff, like folds of skin and stuff like that. So watch your animals. But I hate them things. I hate them with a passion. And every time they come in, I'm a mad vacuumer because I hate them things. So if anybody, I don't think anybody's killed more ladybugs in this world than me. And it's them little box elder bugs. They're not native to here. They were introduced. So kill all of them you won't. They're not the real ladybugs. So, oh, I just taught you something else. God, I'm just full of knowledge today. I'm so full of myself right now. The voice of reason. Oh, yes. Yeah, they'll get in the roof, but yeah. They'll even get their nasal. I've seen them getting nasal cavities of big hound dogs and big mastiffs and stuff, and they can be honestly just as horrifically detrimental as porcupine quills, because them little, I don't know what it is about them little box elder bugs, but they are so evil. So just, yeah, watch yourself and make sure you're vacuuming. Hi from Scotland. Well, normally my channel is about Appalachia life and my husband's trapping and tanning and gardening and stuff like that. But I've been sick with mastoiditis for the last week. And so it's been mostly me ranting about how stupid and ineffective doctors are. So, but we'll get back to the regularly scheduled programming. I do have the rattle. We're getting there, and I've got the stuff picked out for the rest of them. So I've got the rest of the dangles that are going to clang. I've got the rest of the feathers that are going to cover his skull. He's still drying, so I have to keep the beads. I have to keep the beads shaking every day because he's still drying. But he does have a nice sound to him. But I've got the rest of it picked out to wrap down here, do a leather wrap, and then another feather dangle. I've got it all picked out. I've got it all laid aside. I just feel well enough to, to sit here and really function, to get it done. But they're not going to pick it up till the end of the month, so I've got time. So I do a lot of native stuff. I look like my Irish father, but I'm native on my mother's side. And we do a lot of Appalachia gardening, crafts, hide tanning. I make a hand sew raccoon skin hats, beaver hats, coyote hats. I'm going to be doing some skunk hats and there's a lady who wants skunk mittens. And I thought, okay, I'll make skunk mittens. Who am I to judge? I have a whole house full of dead things. But we just do a lot of old school, old way, live in the sticks. This is good information to know. And then every once in a while we do Temu hauls and rant and rave about how stupid humanity is. So if you want to join, that's what we fuss about here. But if you just want to see the trapping stuff, I post my husband's videos here and on his page, Trapper Dave Waters. Can you make a dream catcher when you feel better? Yeah, I've actually got 3 in rotation right now that I'm making. I keep them in rotation, but the thing with dream catchers is when you weave and work on them, the elders taught me that you put your intent in them. So I only weave and work on my dream catchers when I'm in like great emotional good days, because I don't want to send anybody my nasty choo-choo when I'm in a bad mood. So, but yeah, I can make dream catchers. Oh yeah, I make a lot of gnomes. I've been saving some stuff to make some bird houses because I have the little red-breasted bluebirds here, and I have to make little tiny houses and little tiny doors so that the big birds can't push them out of the nest. So I make all my little red-breasted bluebirds little tiny, tiny, tiny bird houses. So yeah, that's not a problem, Mary. Yeah, and if Scully sees this later, I've got Scully's about 3/4 the way done. Been having a problem with my email. I don't know why. It's just I don't know. It's just been weird, and I know a lot of people's been having a lot of internet issues. Welcome to the new world. Um, that's all I got to say about that right now. That's a whole nother soapbox moment. But I have it about 3/4 the way done, and if she can't reach me, she can always reach Sabrina. Um, but I've got to put the flower placements, and then she wanted some pretty. She wanted it not like au naturel. Like I make them au naturel native with bones and dangles and feather dangles and like the old native way, and then I make the pretty ones for the girls that want the pretty ones. You just have to tell me which ones you want and what your favorite colors are, because I like the ones with skulls on them and the bones and the feather dangles, but I've found that most women want ribbons and prisms and pretty things. So I try to make both. But I'm here to tell you the ones with the bones work a lot better. Yeah, gosh, I made that. How long's that been now, Denise? I made her one so that her nightmares would stop. That's been a while now. She's not had any more, and I'm like, and I literally like shut down my whole house and just completely focused on that when I made it, and probably one of the most potent ones I've ever made, to be quite honest, because I put all of my energy in that. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I don't make many, but if you want one, I'll make you one. And basically, I get what I put in them because the ribbon and stuff and it's expensive, and the bones and stuff that Marvin cleans are expensive, but they're not like you would pay on Etsy. No, we're talking. They normally float between $40 and $60 plus shipping, unless I really overload it with lots and lots of bones and stuff. Yeah, so I don't try to rip yins off. It's not what I'm here for. Basically, I just want to be able to keep crafting and keep helping people that need them. So, oh, that blue cow skull is gorgeous. It makes me happy when I look at it, but I can't look at it much because it's on my porch. But as soon as my health is better, I'm going to show you the back. She did an extra special thing on the back for me, and I'll show you the back. But I love how she gave it the big glitter eyebrows on its eyebrow ridges. I love that. But when I collect bones, when I go through farmers' fields and I collect bones and stuff, I really appreciate these animals. I mean, otherwise they would just turn to dust or be eaten by animals in the winter that are looking for calcium, like squirrels and weasels and marmots and all that other crap, muskrats and stuff. And so, I appreciate these animals, and I kind of name them and talk to them and see what they want to be, and I try to you know, do pretty things with them and make sure that they're going to be well taken care of wherever they go. People think we just go out and shoot things and take their bones. No, now the stuff that David traps, we try to waste nothing. But most of the cows' bones, and we go to farmers where they have cows die and they have drag pits, and bears and stuff will drag them back out of the drag pits, and you can just ride around the drag pit and get everything that's sun bleached, pick it up, take it home, sterilize it, soak it in your special blend. David won't let me tell you my special blend that we soak them in because he says he gets so much. I don't know. He's kind of like the celebrity of the area for like getting the skulls the whitest. But we soak them in our special blend, and it sterilizes them, and then I turn them into really beautiful things. Even if they're broken or cracked, you can cover that with a transfer, an IOD transfer, or dried flowers, or I mean, there's not a bone that you can't turn into something beautiful. I'd love to get into bone carving, but I think my hands are too bad. I would really love to do bone carving, but I think my hands are way too bad. Funny to mention that, Ashley, because just the other night, Menopause and Madness did a haul for weird things, and she held something up, and I said, I think that's a wild rabbit's foot. I said, but honestly, I would have to have more pictures to identify the bone structure. And she said, oh, I touched something hard, pointy on the tip. I said, it's still got its nails on it. It's still got its bones. It's just dried. And so I'm pretty sure she had a wild rabbit's foot, or somebody had gotten a weasel foot or something, but I'm pretty sure it was a wild rabbit's foot. I didn't get a very good look at it on the video, but I told her to send me more pictures and I would identify it for her. She doesn't want it, and I was like, well, send it to me. I was like, I can use it. But we don't really harvest a lot of rabbit, because a lot of where he traps, there's a lot. You've seen how many predators are on the land. The rabbits are pretty much eviscerated. So we're trying to get the predator population back into a healthy place so that the nest birds, the turkeys, and all that other stuff, and the ducks and stuff like that, so that they can, be back on the land once again without, because right now there are no birds on the land unless it's a songbird flipping through the air, but there's no nesting birds, there's no turkeys, and there's the farmer wants the predators down so that he has more options and a healthier land, because the birds eat the insects. It's a whole chain. Anyway, it's hard to explain to people that don't know it, but if we can get the predator population down, which is coming down, and the nest predators are your raccoons, your possums, your skunks, and then the water issues come from the beaver and the otter. And so he's done quite a bit of work on those, and he's done quite a bit with the coyotes as well. The coyote population has been dinged this year, so that's pretty good. The farm owner is very happy, and David is challenging himself to I honestly only think he got half the farm even mapped this year, so he's got another 2,000 to 3,000 acres to map next year, and to get into areas that he's got to cut roads into so he can get back to some of the heavier predators. But we had something, they had a cow die the other night, and they dragged it off, and something moved the cow. Now we're talking about like a 900-pound cow, like an 900-pound big half Charolais cow. Something moved it, and cows die. He's got an older herd, so he's got some cows that are passing away this year, and they're passing away unexpectedly. And but it happens this time of year. Farmer have it. If you've got a weak one, they'll pass away. Well, he had a oh gosh, what was it? They had a boar or something they shot, is coming in trying to root up and tear up his fence line and stuff, and they shot it. And a big old boar with a bunch of gristle on it, ain't worth eating. So they just drug it back to the same spot. And they called David, and he went out immediately and put like 3 cameras on it, because he wants to know what was big enough to move that cow. And I'm like, if it was a black bear, it's the biggest one we've ever seen in this area yet. So we're waiting to see what was big enough to move that cow, because that don't happen too much. Denise, it wouldn't surprise me. He's been here in wood knocks when he's been back, and my husband has never heard wood knocks. He's been here in wood knocks, and so I'm like, put some cameras on it. Well, he did. He put like 3. So we will know if it comes back, we will know what moved the cow. So. Yeah, when cats catch something, and even when big cats catch something, they normally will start feeding from the back end up. I know this is not any information many of you want to know, but I'm a redneck, and I did taxidermy and hunting lodges and all this stuff for most of my life. But any predator has to start disemboweling to get to the good meat. So they'll normally either go straight through the anus or straight through the guts, and then get up into the good meat. So it takes them a few days, to get to good meat, and unless you've got a bunch of whatever, a bunch of coyotes or something on it. And this was not eaten that way. And so we all kind of went, huh. You know, you grow up here your whole life and you deal with this your whole life. We've run cattle farms and horse farms and all this sheep and everything. And we all kind of went, huh. And so this boar just happened to come up and be a butthole and was going to tear up a whole field and fence line. And so they just done away with him. Landowners can basically, you know, anything that comes in that's going to wreck their land or hurt their livestock, they can do away with. And a big old boar kill a calf, it'll kill anything. They're hateful. That's why when I was skinnier in my younger years, I spent half my life up trees when I was doing hog hunting, because them suckers will kill you. But I'd rather face a black bear than a wild hog pissed off. I'm telling you. And I've had to go in and catch them by hand and hold them so they can have their USDA shots at hunting lodges. So up close and personal, I'd rather tangle with a black bear than a hog, especially the big ones. So they put this hog back in the same place, and David said, "Well, I want to know what's doing this." So he went and put like 3 cameras on it. So 2 of them feed directly to his phone. The other one just takes video and stills. So hopefully to come back and we'll see what did the cow that way. I can't for the life of me sit here and wonder what in the world did it, because it took the hide off of a certain place and then like took portions of meat out, but it didn't go the normal way that they normally, any predator eats through. It just, I'm confused. I'm confused. So we're waiting. I know we may not ever know, but and I may not want to know either, but I don't know. I'd rather know so I know what to be scared of than to not know. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a realist. I'd really like to know what's out there so I know how to arm myself when I go out. But it was very weird. It was very weird, especially if you're a country bumpkin and you've seen all this your whole life. You're like, that's not quite right. And if it hadn't been such a messy job, I would have said the neighbors knew that a cow died and come over and got some beef, got some meat. But it was done just messy enough to know that it wasn't done with a utensil. But it was done too neatly enough to make you think it had fingers to pull the hide was pulled back. And anything with canines in a mouth that's pulling hide is gonna rip, but the end of the hide was not ripped. Never in my life. I'm just saying, never in my life have I seen anything like this. So when we figure out what that is, we'll let you know. Of course, David, he just John Wayne's, puts on his John Wayne face and goes out there and does his job. He could probably have something charge him, and he'd just sit there and go, well, okay. And I don't know, I've never seen him run from nothing. Now, the one day that the black bear got like 2 cameras behind him, he did put a little pep in his step to finish his trap line. But I don't know. I don't know what he'd do if he come face to face something bigger than him. He'd probably just be like, well, this is how I'm going to die. He'd just stand there and take it. I don't see him running. But he's not like me. If I go out with him, listen, I've got a 9mm on me, and I've got 2 long rifles on me, and I got 2 dandy scopes, because I ain't gonna let it get up on me. If I see it coming, I'm gonna drop it. So, but I don't know. Maybe he's just a little bit more ballsy than me. But I don't know. But we all kind of went when we saw that. We were kind of like, that is not right. So we're anxious to see what this is if it comes back. It's just weird. This has been the weirdest trapping season ever. If you have watched my videos, the weirdest trapping season ever. It's been skunk season. Skunks. He's caught more skunks this year. I'm going to blame it on Gypsy, because Gypsy's all the time wanting a skunk. He's caught more skunks this year than I have ever seen in my life. And I know that the land has got way too many nest predators there, and that's why it's out of kilter. But I never imagined the amount of skunks that I would see on one piece of farmland. It's just, I don't even know how they all got along, because skunks are hateful. In the wild, they are. They're hateful. So, I don't know. Okay, my head's starting to hurt, so I'm going to go lay down. But I will. If we find out what it is, I'll let you know what it is. And he's got some really cool trail cam pictures that I think he's going to put into a slideshow to show you here in a day or two. And I know he's going to sit down and do a Q&A. Some people have put some questions under some of his videos. And so he's going to just video a Q&A, answer those questions so that I can upload it. So if you have a question for him, go to Trapper Dave Waters, put it under one of his, in the comments under one of his videos, because he's writing them down and he's going to answer them and do a video for me to upload. He won't do a live because he won't deal with trolls. He won't. He's not built that way. He's just going to do a video, and then if somebody says something stupid, he normally lets me log in and rip him, but he doesn't deal with trolls. I get a little bit of joy out of fighting with him, but he doesn't care. So, but he does want to answer the questions that y'all have. So, now that was the weirdest phrase I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, so if you have questions, go drop it on his channel. If not, that's okay. But he's going to do a 2 or 3 minute at least, because he's had enough questions to answer those. And a lot of it is people are just the mechanisms of the traps, some of the items he uses. Y'all have seen how when he walks up on an animal, how quiet and respectful he is. He doesn't want to stress it out. He knows he's fixing to dispatch it. He doesn't want to stress it out. He tries to make its passing as humane and quick as possible. And when they're passing, he walks away. He doesn't stress them out. He walks away and gives them their time, and then he'll come back and collect them. He's not a mean man. You know, he wants the quickest, most humane death, and he doesn't want to stress them out. He's very quiet, and he appreciates the animals that he gets. This is his passion. Trapping and tanning is his passion. It's an old way of life that he wants to keep alive. So I'm very proud of my husband. Oh yeah, Mary, I think that he's got yours written down about the baits. Yeah. And he loves his no spray skunk traps. So far, every skunk that he's caught in one of those little no spray skunk traps, they have not been able to pull their tailbone up to open up a gland to spray, and that little trap does not allow them. If they're average size, it doesn't allow them. Now, if you catch a baby, better watch out. But that skunk sleeper pole is probably the most humane way to put a skunk down. And I know that the video I posted, I think last night, you can see how quick it is. And he still, after he does that, he'll still give it its space and go on. And if he doesn't think it's done it quick enough, he'll give it a second shot and walk away. But he leaves them alone, and then he'll come back and take them out of the traps. But he's very respectful, and it's hard for people to understand unless you actually spend time with a trapper and watch them and see how they handle the animals and what they turn them into. And it's hard to understand the lifestyle unless you really are in it. Yeah, getting the predators down saves a lot of hardships, and it helps the land too, because like this, I told you back in Christmas, this guy's farm has no birds. There are no birds that nest there, that land there, that they're nothing. And so it's missing a whole part of the ecosystem to make the land healthy. And so we're already starting to see some birds move in certain areas where David has kind of pushed the nest predators to the back lot. They know that he's after them, but he's smart. He understands how they move, so he's pretty good at getting them. But the coyotes have been really weird this winter, so I can't explain that. He can't explain that. None of the trappers can explain that. The coyotes have not moved correctly. The otters have not moved correctly. The beaver have been real slow, even though their numbers are super, super horrific. They've not acted right this winter. So we're just all concerned about that. So. Oh no, gosh, you gotta have. I mean, you can teach anybody how to trap. I mean, it's just a skill. You can learn any skill. Now, David, lots of times he's got 2 or 3 teenagers And see, David used to be a deputy, so he's well known in the area. He used to be on the rescue squad. He's very well known, very well liked. So a lot of people that have kids that are interested in trapping, they'll bring them over, and either, like, he's got one little boy that's like 14 named Benny, and Benny goes with him a lot. Benny films. I like it when Benny films. Benny does a good job. And Benny now has gotten well enough that he's trapping on his own, and he's learning to tan on his own. We've got an 8-year-old that lives about an hour away. He loves to sew clothing. He sews better than me, and he's 8. I say he's got little fingers, and that's easier. But anyway, he sews better than me. I'm flabbergasted. This kid needs to be on like Project Runway Trapper Edition or something. That could be a show. That was my idea. Don't steal it. But he'll come up and he'll want another hide to try to make something else out of. And David will literally, he'll, like, if he has a hide that's a little small or had a little less hair in a certain place or won't bring good quality, he'll be like, I'll save that for him. So he set it aside for him. And about every 2 months, the parents would meet David halfway, and David would give him fur for the little boy, because the little boy is just phenomenal what he can make. It's just, he knows more stitches than I do, and I know a lot of stitches, but he knows more stitches than I do. So it's nice to watch my husband help all these younger kids and a lot of parents. And for doing that, a lot of people, if they see roadkill, if it's not messed up, they'll bring it and put it right in front of the shed. And David will come home to coyotes and foxes that have been roadkill, and they'll have a phone number, like piece of paper stuffed somewhere with a phone number, be like, this was Travis, I dropped this off, hope you can use it. If I see it out there, I'll go bag it and put it in a freezer if I can. But sometimes they ninja sneak by me when I'm having a bad day. But so it's, and that's a kind gesture, and that's, free fur that would otherwise have rotted. So, we don't like to see roadkill go to waste. The animal had to die. It needs to, shame to let the fur go to waste. So, but we get a lot of stuff brought to us. But we have a lot of kids that come by, and especially at the Bandy Creek storytelling event in the spring, they do a plowing where they plow with the draft horses. Then they do a storytelling event, and David goes and does a exhibition there every year, and literally that's where, like, the first thing every year, where all his little friends, like all the kids and all the families, show up there, because it's a pretty big shindig. And it's like a little family gathering meet and greet we get to have for an hour or so with everybody we've gotten to know over the past decade or two. And we've got some kids that have grown up and now trapping on their own, other kids that are little and still learning, and others that are just getting interested and wanting to buy cheap fur. And David always tries to help him. And then if a kid wants a fur, my husband will literally let it go for nothing. He doesn't make any money, but he loves what he does, and he's a good man. So, well, it's more about keeping traditions alive and keeping our kids aware of the circle of life, and that there's life beyond pavement, there's life beyond the internet. There's a whole beautiful ecosystem out your window that could teach you way more than any internet site. And if you just care enough to step outside and look at the wilderness, you'll learn way more than being stuck to a video game or to a website. So that's what we try. That's what we try to do. Doesn't always work. Some people come here and just want to do a vegan rant and run. But I eat tofu too. I don't have anything against tofu. I just prefer wild boar sausage. But I mean, I eat tofu too. Ask Sabrina. I had 2 tofu meals when Sabrina was here. But we just are a Appalachia family. Like a famous name. Hello. I hope that made your day. Oh, Bradley, I you because I thought it was Bailey, and then I saw the R because I'm about blind. I was about blind because I have mastoiditis. I can see a little bit better today. Yep. So, okay, I've talked for way longer than I thought I would, which my doctor would probably be very proud that I've set up and let the drainage drain. So, Y'all toss up some good energy and prayers for me to get through this. The hardest part is the stupid antibiotics. Not gonna lie. So keep me in your thoughts, and if I feel good, I'll pop back on tomorrow. I probably will have more Temu crap show up tomorrow. I have a sponsored haul coming that's weird stuff, which I don't think is really weird, but y'all will probably think is weird. So we'll do that when it comes in. I'll have to do a video and put that up. So I'll have to save that for a day when I can look like something. But if you see me tomorrow, because I can't wash my hair until my mastoid will not abscess, and I can't stand this anymore. If you see me tomorrow and I have a Lagertha Viking hairdo, don't say nothing sassy to me, because I'm just trying to survive till I can wash my hair. I can't take this. But I can't wash my hair until my doctor and my ENT tell me I can wash my hair, because it could make my mastoid abscess. So don't dog my Viking braids if you see them tomorrow. And don't say cultural appropriation, because I got some in there somewhere. We're all Heinz 57. Why do people say that anymore anyway? It's so stupid. Like, I'm Native. I get tickled when other people get interested in Native stuff. Even if they don't understand it, I'm just tickled that they are interested. I've never been mad that somebody was interested in my culture. Kind of counterproductive, because the only way to keep your culture going is to keep people interested. But if you make everybody feel upset or like they're doing something illegal when they get interested in a culture, then you basically have killed your culture. Anyway, that was my catch-22 thought for today. Okay, lots of weird knowledge in this live. Very strange conversations. Cute Temu stuff. Some wardrobe malfunction preparedness ideas. And it's time for my next dose of Rocephin and a nap. So y'all have a good day. Oh, and if you've not watched Priscilla on HBO or Max, don't. It's a waste of time. All you know is that I think Elvis might have needed an ankle bracelet that bent ping, ping, ping and told everybody where he was. And that Priscilla needed to grow up. And that she wasn't happy, although she was happy, but she was codependent as hell, but she thought he was the codependent one. And they were together, just this absolute dreadful combination of wrong meets wrong and somehow tries to create right. All I learned was that it was even creepier than I thought. And then she left him. That's all I learned. I sat through the whole thing for you. Hope you appreciate that. I've been trying to watch Game of Thrones, but I keep falling asleep. I did watch House of the Dragon. There's a new Western out that's got that Jon Snow in it. But I don't think he's super handsome, so I've not watched it. So I've got to find something that's going to like get me through the evening and keep my attention so I don't feel so crappy. But I don't recommend Priscilla, because all you figure out is that he met her in Germany when her father was based over there with him, invited her to all his parties. She was only 14. And then by the time she was 16 or 17, he took her to America and put her in a Catholic school. She did graduate. But there's a whole bunch of going on in the middle of there. And even though she terribly enjoyed being with him and the lifestyle and the money and she was terribly lonely at the same time. That's called get a hobby. And she blamed it all on him and she left. That's the whole movie. This whole movie. Why did she wait till everybody KO'd to tell her story? Maybe because she wanted to embellish it a little bit. I don't know, because I'm thinking if I had a man that worked on the road and made movies, and I would realize that I'm going to be alone sometimes. And if he said, no, you can't work outside the house, I'd say, well, you're not here, so who the hell's going to know? So I do it anyway. But she apparently didn't have that spark in her. So it was just a weird movie. I don't recommend it. And it was a poor, pitiful me movie. I literally heard the violins through the whole thing. Oh, she's a billionaire, but she's so mistreated. Oh, shut up. Anyway, That's my movie review on Priscilla. So hope y'all found some knowledge in that. So seriously, well, they let her go to a full-grown man's house party at 14 and then let her move. They were still in Germany. Let her move to Memphis, live with him, even though she said she would be chaperoned. She was not chaperoned at all. No. And it was just a whole movie of what not to allow your young daughter to do if a rich movie star or musician eyeballs them. No, you go and you file sex offense charges and you get an ankle monitor and you keep that man far away. But it's just creepy. I just find it creepy. If you're an Elvis fan, I'm sorry. I can appreciate his music, but I can absolutely say the man was a creeper. Because nobody looks when you're 24, 25, however old he was, looks at a 14-year-old, just turned 14-year-old girl and goes, gee, that's a woman I want to marry. You see a child. I don't know. And he started feeding her drugs, apparently, according to Priscilla, when she was around 16. Well, actually 14, because he gave her one when she was going to his house parties. So I'm just like, I don't feel sorry for anybody. You jumped right into that one, honey, feet first, held your nose and took the plunge, and you wanted it. You asked for it, you begged for it, and you canoodled your parents into it. And then you were unhappy because he wasn't giving you all his devotion and attention, but you wanted the millions of dollars. Well, to get the millions of the dollars, the man has to go out and make the money, so he can't give you 100% of his devotion. And I'm just sitting here going, you needed to talk to somebody that told you to suck it up, honey, and enjoy what you got. Let the man work, enjoy him when he's home, and shut up. You've got it better than 99.9% of the world. If you feel so bad, do something for others to make yourself feel better. But no, she just played her violin and then left to Dolly Parton's rendition of I Will Always Love You, which I thought was a bunch of BS. So that's my movie review on Priscilla. I hope y'all liked it. Oh, we got synergy in her now. But that's literally like my whole review on Priscilla was just like child abduction, training, and then a spoiled, rotten woman going, well, I'm not happy now. Well, you manipulated everybody in your life. Why couldn't you continue manipulating everybody else, I don't know. It was a horrible movie. What else did I watch? I watched something else the other day. What did I watch? I watched The Englishman with, I normally like her. What is that woman's name? She's married to that guy that's always really, Emily Blunt. I watched The Englishman with Emily Blunt. I only got so far into it because you start noticing mistakes they make with the horse tack and the weapons and the clothing. And then it just gets really weird. And I just had to go, I'm sorry, I'm done. And so I completely abandoned that plot. It was just too weird for me. What else? I've watched a couple of things. I've been in bed a lot. Can you tell? What else did I watch? Oh, I did watch The Prophecy. And then I had to go watch the video where Christopher Walken does his dance on Fat Boy Slim. I've been trying to find Anne of Green Gables, but because everybody loves Anne of Green Gables, they want to sell the whole set for $200, or you can rent them for $59. Do I look like an idiot? Does it say idiot here? No. Well, not most days. Some days it might. But today it does not. So I'm not paying $59 to rent all the series of Anne of Green Gables. Heck no. I've got it on VHS tape somewhere. I will buy a VCR before I will pay $50 to rent. I don't understand the world. What else about it? Oh, The Marvelous Miss Maisel. I liked the first 2 seasons, and then after that, it just got way too out there. Just way too out there. And I just wanted to punch her by the end of the season. Somebody punch that woman. I have very violent, I watch movies and I either get really attached to them or I have no desire, and it will ruin people for me forever. So I probably will never be able to watch anything that lady that plays Miss Maisel. I'll never be able to watch anything she's ever in again because she just irritates the far out of me. I watched something what did I watch the other night? Dad burn it. Oh no, it's in my history. I'll have to come back and tell you. But Told you about it. It was, I've watched some movies lately and I'm like, this is okay. If you think about society is mostly created because of what we come in contact with. Well, since for the last 4 years we've not been in contact with each other. We've been in contact with the internet and kind of what's been force fed down our throats by what's been allowed on the internet or what's been put onto streaming services or the TV. That's been in control for a long time. But have you noticed lately? Just answer me this, okay? Because now we got like 47% extra deaths, up to 60 in some places across the world. Insurance companies are redoing their contracts because younger people are dying for no known reasons. So people are getting, their insurance companies are redoing contracts so that it's basically useless to have an insurance contract now because there's so many ways to die. Have you noticed, just listen to me, take it as a grain of salt, but roll it around for a minute. Have you noticed in the last 2 years how many miniseries, or sitcoms have come out about young people dying, being in a death state, being in a spirit state, or having to find their murderers or stuff like that? So I watched High School Spirits. There was about 5 others that had the same plot. All these came out in the last 2 years, and it's kind of romanticizing teenage death. Has anybody else noticed that? Because our children repeat what they see, and if they're not, after the last few years, we're not in society as much as we used to. We got really good at being isolated and segregated in our little hidey holes because now we don't like society because we've been told people are horrible. And we've been going to sitcoms for normalcy, for lifestyle, to learn what life is supposed to look like. That's why they created sitcoms, okay? You understand that? That's what life is supposed to look like. And if your life doesn't look like that, it's wrong. That's why they started sitcoms, that it was programming. Television programming. That's funny. I crack myself up when I do things like that. But have you noticed, and if you've not, go and start looking on your platforms or at like some of the top rated stuff that's coming out, and take a look at everything that's about young death, young people dying, young people being in spirit form, or young people trapped in spirit form. I grew up in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but it didn't romanticize like these things do. Like, this is about the girl gets killed, and you follow the girl through a whole season, even though she's dead and we don't know what happens after death, of literally having relationships, doing horrible things, plotting against the people she thinks killed her, trying to find her murderer, enacting revenge on people she didn't like. And to me, it's unnerving to see it because, a lot of kids changed when My So-Called Life came out on MTV. A lot of kids' behavior changed then, and it was because of the influence. And now we've got this going on. Well, how's children's behavior going to change now? Are they just trying to make children more accommodating to the fact that, people just drop dead at your age, and you just need to know that maybe they're going through this and it's okay. You don't need to be as sad. I don't like in any way making children comfortable with these thoughts. Because you do not romanticize death to somebody that does not have a fully formed frontal lobe and social skills. But we're seeing it done all the time on the TV. So just take a gander next time. And as somebody that used to counsel and has a master's in psychology, that freaking worries me. Because what they see on the TV, they see as normal. Should that be normal? They have singing songs by style. It's okay to pass away. Oh my God. Well, that answers my question for yes. Yes, we're all going to hell in the velvet lined basket. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, see, I don't have that problem, Mary, because I'm all the time going, well, that was wrong. That was incorrect. David hates to watch anything with me because I'm like, they didn't even saddle that horse correctly. That back girth is going to get somebody killed. And I mean, I will tear everything apart. especially in like the bang bang shoot 'em ups, because I'm like, listen, nobody can fire that weapon that fast. I mean, because police academy and all the training, and I'm sitting going, that is such a load of BS. And David hates to watch movies with me because I ruin like the whole effect of them. But I just, think about it. Next time we used to have stuff that talked about families, family issues, health crisis, like bringing people with cerebral palsy in to let people know their bodies may not work, but their minds and brains are just fine. And, we used to have healthy programming, and now we've got, what's it called? Shoot. Where all those kids live together, but they don't have a parent worth a piece of crap. What's the name of that? The big sister takes care of all of them, and the mother's a dopehead, and the father's a drug addict. And what's the name of that song? Come on, somebody, everybody. I know you have watched it. What is it? I couldn't get through it because I was like, I just want to report. I just want to do an anonymous report to DCS right now of this fake family because it's bothering me. What was the name of that? Oh, crap. It's got the girl with the curly hair that left the show, so they closed the whole season down. Had the boy with the big nose that was some kind of genius but wouldn't go to school. Had the redheaded boy that thought he was gay or found out he was gay. Had the one Carl that went into like military mode. What was the name of that? Oh, God. This is how you tell I'm sick. I'm not firing on all cylinders. Shameless. Well, the name says it all. I literally was like, I want to do a DCS report of this family anonymously, and I know it's not even a real family. I struggled watching that because I was like, oh my God, that's not how this, no, oh my God, and I mean, I was literally like, give me a computer. I'm fixed to report an anonymous, fictitious family, because it bothered me that much. I mean, it was horrible. It was horrible. So I watched that and I was like, sadly, that is probably what, some families are like, but it's not the norm. Why are we making it the norm? Because whatever they put on television, they're trying to normalize. So I don't know. I watch this stuff and I'm like, what's the point to this? So if it's sitcoms and long-term shows, they're trying to normalize something. So I pay attention to those quite a bit because you'll see kids reenact problems in those shows and create family drama that ends up in family court because they watch a goddamn TV show. So, I mean, I've been sitting in family court when the kid was like, well, I watched this show and it worked for this kid. Well, you little idiot. You saw something on TV and thought it was true. I mean, we've really scapegoated the kids. I mean, honestly, you just say they saw it on TV at this point. So, radioactive. Well, why do you care what it is? If you have to ask what it is, why are you here? Go away. You're radioactive anyway. Go away. Shoo fly, don't bother me. I mean, if you have a radioactive ranch, I mean, what, do you grow anything? Can you grow anything on a radioactive ranch? What are you? You come here asking questions. You're on my turf. What the heck are you? A radioactive ranch. That sounds like a desert that can't grow shit. Doesn't sound very interesting. I don't guess you're very interesting. I guess I'm going to let you go bye-bye. Bye-bye, radioactive ranch. Bye-bye. Poof. Be gone. I love that button. That's such a happy button. Okay, I need to shut up. My nose is running. My ear's running. That's all good news. I've sat up for 2 hours. My nurse should be thrilled. And I'm going to eat yogurt and lay down now. And I'm going to watch another movie. And then we'll have a movie review tomorrow and maybe more TV. And if I watch a really disconcerting movie, then I'll tell you about it. And we'll have a really deep psychological talk. But for the most part, I'm just trying to, distract myself from the 101 to 102 fever and the fact that I can't wash my hair until my ear's not going to abscess. So if I come on here with Viking braids tomorrow, don't you start no shit with me. Because it's all I could, look at the hiccups, it's all I can do until I can wash my hair. So it is what it is. Don't make no fun of me. I ain't going to come up here looking like Tupac, but I'm going to have to do something with this hair, so don't pick on me tomorrow. Oh, I got him, Denise. I had more fun anyway. Don't you dare make me say that button. Where I've been in bed all day when the lady came to give me my shot a couple hours ago, Oscar literally was like CPR on the treat button. He was like, "Give me a treat, lady. Give me a treat. I ain't had no treat all day. This lady's dead." I'm amazed he didn't hear that come running. Oscar! Oscar! Here he comes. Close out the stream with Oscar. Oscar! Oscar de la Hoya. Come here, Booty Po. Hey, do you want a treat? Show me what you want. Ask for it. Show me. Go ask for it. No, don't push your button. I've got my curtains over it. Hang on. Let me move my curtains. Oh, gosh. That took way too much to stand up. Okay, I've moved my curtains. Push your button. What do you want? What do you want? Push it. Push it. Push it. Is that what you want? Watch this. Ugh. Okay. I hold the power. I have the treat jar. This is his button. Don't knock it out of my hand. What? What? Really? Really? How bad? You really want one? God, these stink, but he thinks they're great. Really? Push a button. You want it? What? Okay, there you go. Proof that my dog is smarter than half of America. Although I bet you when he dies, somebody will vote in his name. I'm going to end it on that. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to eat a yogurt and go to bed. I love you guys. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have even more eye showing. It's doing better. I'm perking up. Rosef and IV yesterday helped a bunch. I'm going to beat this. Well, I'm going to cause a lot of heck if I don't. But I'm going to beat this. I'll see you tomorrow.